If you're feeling anxious or depressed, if you're feeling stressed, we have the podcast for you, and you have come to the right place.
You just breathed in air that was exhaled by a dinosaur. Because our atmosphere recycles itself, the air we breathe has been around for millions of years.
I did a lot of thinking about it. Why are there so many people with anxiety, depression, stress, and obesity? All four. Why?
In this chapter that we're going to briefly talk about today, we talk about breathing. How important is breathing? If you're feeling anxious or depressed, we have the podcast for you. Welcome to the Professor Joy podcast, where our goal is to bring joy to the world.
Only the people who are depressed and anxious?
Also the people who
are not.
Okay,
I just want to make sure.
Right. And also if you're feeling stressed. Wow. We have the podcast for you, and you have come to the right place. My name is Gary Metzker. I'm a professor of journalism at California State University, Long Beach, and I am joined, thank goodness, by my partners in crime, Stephanie,
Hello.
Our TikTok superstar, and the reason why we're all here, Professor Joy.
I forgot to mention, she's beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know what? You're beautiful too.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Professor Joy, how are you?
I am beautiful.
And we are at the right place, aren't we? If we're feeling anxious or stressed or depressed, this is the place for people to be, because we offer them holistic, no medicine types of suggestions on how people can make their life more joyful.
So let me ask you this. You're a professor, I am a professor, and professors have office hours.
Yes, we do.
Random students walk into your office and want to talk to you.
Yes, they do.
What was the most common complaint they had?
I would say over the last 3 to 4 years, the most common, I don't know if I'd say complaint, but the issue that they're dealing with is depression.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely depression.
You know, I did a lot of thinking about it. Why are there so many people with anxiety, depression, stress, and obesity? All four. Why? I trace it back to the time before they were even born.
So in the womb.
Yeah. So
please expand.
Most common problem in today's world they start dating and not follow the strategy of JoyScore, where they should not be dating unless they have a JoyScore of over 50. They should not have sex unless they have a JoyScore of 60. Are you hearing it, Jake?
I'm hearing it. Loud and clear.
And not have a child unless they have a JoyScore of 70. Because the most common problem is they start dating, they start mating, and all of a sudden one of the two gets pregnant. And generally it's always the girl.
Generally. Generally.
And she calls him up in the morning and says, hey, by the way, I'm pregnant. How the hell did that happen? See?
Yes.
And now they start arguing. And they argue for 9 months whether we should have it or not have it, or not have it, and if we have it, then who's going to take care of it, and on and on and on and on. In the meantime, that poor baby who's not even born is going through all the stress of the world already. But did you know that the baby in the womb experiences every bit of the emotion the mother is going through?
I did not know that.
All of it. Absolutely. Just like the only difference is the baby is not born yet.
So the chemicals that get released in the stress
Absolutely.
go to the baby as well.
Absolutely.
As well as like the body's reaction to stress, like the tense.
Yeah.
And
You know, a mother's body, now this is very different from men versus women. Women's body goes through such a high level hormonal changes and complexity during pregnancy that you can't even imagine.
I know some women who wanted to have strawberry ice cream and pickles.
that was your wife?
No, but it was somebody who I
Yeah. So that going through already without any other stress. Now this idiot boyfriend who doesn't know how it happened is giving more stress. And child is not even born yet.
Right.
Then one day child is born. And then the first 7 years, the child goes through the developmental process. By the time he's 7 years old, the child is completely formed in terms of character, brain development, way of thinking, the whole concept. So meaning it took 7 months, 7 years and 9 months for this child to be completely formed. And now this child is going to live with that personality for the rest of his or her life.
Are there any ways to modify
Absolutely.
the behavior?
Absolutely.
How so?
So this is what JoyScore does. Okay? Steffi, and I'm hoping that the child she's raising is going to be an amazing child.
I
hope so too.
I hope so too.
Because everything she's learning from JoyScore, she's teaching this child. She is teaching him to do yoga and meditation. 4-year-old.
Well, Steffi is an amazing mother, so I'm sure,
And not even her child is adopted child.
yeah, I'm sure your child will be an amazing child.
Absolutely.
So that brings us to a great point, Professor Joy, because in this chapter that we're going to briefly talk about today, we talk about breathing. How important is breathing? Something that we do 20,000 times a day.
20,000.
20,000 times a day. And most of the time, of course, it goes unnoticed. I mean, we don't really think about our breathing, but when we're anxious and the body goes into fight or flight mode, one of the great ways to lessen that stress is
Breathing.
breathing.
You know, now you'll get a kick out of this one. You know Susan Phillips?
I do.
Okay. There's a master trainer at the Belmont where Gary and I go.
Okay.
And her husband calls us gym rats because we are there every morning.
We are there every
when
morning.
they open.
That is true.
So we are the gym rats, you know. His wife was walking behind me going to the gym. And she comes to me before I go enter the gym and say, "Hey, you don't know how to walk." I said, "Susan," 25 years ago.
Okay.
I said, "Are you kidding me? I've been walking all my life." I said, "Yeah, but you don't know how to walk." And then she tells me I don't know how to breathe either. I said, "Come on now." So, you know, and I have learned so much from her. I started learning breathing from her. Then there's a guy from India, his name is Ramdev. He had a show in the convention center, Anaheim Convention Center.
Okay.
And you're talking about breathing, so I have to tell you this one. So I took my whole family with me. You say, we're going to go out and learn breathing from this master. So we all go there. We are sitting there on yoga mats and, he's showing us what to do. So did you know that 70% of lung capacity is not even used when we normally breathe?
No, I did not know that.
So in order to activate that, you have to do specialized breathing techniques, and we have it in the book.
Yes, we do. And we have it in the chapter also.
So when you start doing these different techniques and your lung, part of the lung which was not activated starts breathing, you get a head rush. My wife almost passed out.
Oh my gosh.
With the amount of oxygen it got thrown to her brain from this breathing.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I mean, I'm used to it because I do breathing in the steam room,
Yes.
But she almost passed out.
Can we talk about this for a second? Because we talk about 5 different breathwork techniques in this chapter that people can use.
Yeah.
And, when you get in that fight or flight mode, it's breathing that calms you down.
Absolutely.
So let's chat about it just quickly and everything. Number 1, we talk about box breathing.
Right.
It's everything is done for 4 seconds each. It's an inhale, hold, exhale, and hold. And we recommend 4 to 6 repetitions of this. Number 2, one that you taught me to
4,
do,
7,
and
8.
what 4, 7, 8.
By the way,
And we've talked about this before, and doggone it, it works.
that is a universal meditative breathing. So it has an element of meditation in it. Now, one of the things, I'm sure you know about meditation, but one of the foundation of meditation is to somehow not think about the world, but just focus on what you're doing. So when you're breathing 4, 7, 8, so what you're doing is you're focusing on your breathing. So you don't think about everything else out there in the world. You say 1, 2, 3, 4. So your focus is on the breathing, and that's the reason it's called meditative breathing.
Interesting.
Now, you can relate to this. Metzker.
Yes.
So he invited me years ago. He was, he had 30% of his employees were leaving every year. So that was the turnover. So he asked me if he can help. I can help him with the stress. Because the reason they were leaving, because they were stressed. Now, obviously, a lot of them were oil tank haulers,
Yes.
That's a stressful job to start with.
Very much so.
So I met with the HR manager and I said, what's the number 1 problem? He said, stress. That's okay. I'm going to teach them how to do this meditative breathing 3 times before they start the day, 3 times whenever they're stressed, driving, someone flips them off or whatever, and 3 times before they go home. In a month, they were swearing that it changed their life.
Wow.
It took the stress away from them.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing they said was that I became much more accommodating when I went home. Because see, when people go home from work without any transition, they're upset. They kick the dog, they kick the cat, they kick the wife,
Yeah.
Come on. So now they do 3 breathings, and it takes less than a minute because 19 seconds times 3 is 57 seconds.
Right.
When they go home, they're calm and relaxed,
Amazing.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute of breathing.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The third technique we talk about is diaphragmatic breathing, where
Right.
you place one hand on your belly, you breathe so it rises, and then exhale slowly, and you do that for 2 minutes. Next is the alternate nostril breathing. Inhale left, exhale right, inhale right, exhale left.
I love that one.
5 to 10 rounds.
Yeah.
It balances energy.
I do it 100 times every day in the sauna.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then finally, Wim Hof breathing, which is an advanced form of breathing. 30 deep breaths. Exhale and hold. Inhale and hold for 15 seconds. We say to use caution and to only practice in a safe, seated space.
That can throw you.
Now, is that the one that gives you a head rush?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because see, it activates part of your lung which hasn't been activated. I mean, it's amazing that your whole lung never gets used to breathing.
Right.
Should
It's
you
just
do that one
dormant.
every day?
Huh?
Should you do that one every day?
If you could, it's amazing.
Okay.
Because see, do you know what brain needs to function? What do you think brain needs? What's the brain food?
Oxygen.
Right. So if you want to increase your brain capacity, you learn to breathe. That's
Okay.
it.
Wow.
You don't need any medication, any food, any exercise, just breathing. Now, how long can you survive without eating or food?
7 days.
Longer.
Yeah.
Okay. How long can you survive without breathing?
A couple minutes.
If I was just going to say, yeah, like a minute
Not
or two.
even that.
Yeah, not even that. Yeah.
So, right there it tells you what is more important for you is breathing,
Breathing.
not eating.
Right.
You know? So, that is the concept of life. Breathing is the most important thing people need to learn to change their life. And anxiety, depression, stress, obesity, all four. Did you know these are the 4 most common searched things on Google?
I did know that. Yes.
JoyScore helps you with all 4.
With all 4. Absolutely.
And it starts with low self-esteem. People, and actually, I know you don't like me to use the word,
Uh-oh.
Mr. Fuckerberg
I thought I was going to be the other one.
I did too.
was in front of Congress apologizing to the parents whose kids lost their lives because he has algorithm in Facebook and Instagram and his products to hook people up and not let them go. So when the kids start with low self-esteem, they start comparing themselves to others and they start feeling worse because they feel, oh, this guy is better looking or smarter or whatever, you know, and there's nothing wrong with them. It's just the downward spiral,
Yes.
low self-esteem, and they take their life. So Zuckerberg was apologizing, and his employees told him, said, sir, our algorithm is hurting young people. He said, I don't give a fuck. I got to make money. Now, how much more money do you think this guy needs? He's the richest man in the world.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. He doesn't need any money. The guy is an idiot. You know, all these, I'm sorry to say this, but let me give you the list of all the idiots of the world.
Would these be the top 7 idiots of the world?
I have added a few more.
You have. Uh-oh. All right. Let's hear the list.
Okay. Number 1 on the top of the list is the most stupid president we have ever had. This guy has 34 felonies, 6 bankruptcies, rape charge, and he has defrauded anyone he's done business with. And by the way, his name is Mr. Donald Trump.
And he's on the Epstein list.
Yeah.
So maybe
And
he's a child pedophile also.
he is.
Pedophile, yeah.
He is. Did you know that this idiot was having sex with Stormy Daniel when his wife was delivering, what's his son's name?
Byron.
Byron? Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing. This guy is pathetic idiot of the world. Did you know in any federal government, if you apply for a clerk's position, they do your background check.
How would his turn out?
He would not be approved for a clerk's position in the federal government.
Because
He would not be approved. Look, as much, he's a criminal.
he's a convicted felon.
Convicted felon. He is a criminal, for God's sake. And he's the president. Now, Steffi was asking me, how did he get elected?
Through
Because-
social media.
No, 50% of the people elected him, and now they hate him. You know, his base is mega.
Yes.
They hate him now because of Epstein. He's losing his base.
But does he breathe?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't
Wait a minute.
breathe.
Hey, is there a way to send the copy of this podcast to him?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Okay. Please send it to him. Now, he's at the top of the list.
Okay.
Then we have Zuckerberg,
Okay.
Elon Musk,
Okay.
Jeff Bezos.
That's a lot of Americans at the top of the
Yeah,
list.
They're all Americans.
Okay.
And then we go to the foreigners,
Okay.
which are like Putin, Kim Jong-un, Xi, Netanyahu, you know.
Is Jeff Bezos as bad as them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, Steffi, I have pretty much given up trying to make money
Yeah.
because I don't want to make any more money.
Yeah.
I'm spending money to help others. These idiots do not do anything for anybody.
Yeah, true.
They're only for themselves.
Yeah.
And to me, that is the form of life animals have.
Yeah.
I have a rabbit. They're like rabbit or dog or cats. You know, the couple of them, they were found dead along the same lines, like Saddam Hussein and Gaddafi,
Yes.
in gutter. So this is the kind of life these animals have,
They lead a gutter life.
the gutter life. And when they die, they're going to die in the gutter. Or something like gutter.
Okay.
In fact, none of them would have a decent, now, people may have a proper funeral for them.
I mean, for the president, you
For-
gotta have a proper.
but the life of an animal, they're going to live and die. You know, when I look at just a few days ago, South Park had a
They
cartoon.
Did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
That was
I mean,
hilarious.
this thing,
He's very
I think,
upset.
is, huh?
He's very upset about that.
Oh
I
well.
know.
Yeah.
He's going to sue them for $10 billion. He sues everybody.
Right.
Everybody. And you know, he sues Murdoch because of the tape they released about Epstein.
Right. About the greeting card
Yeah,
and everything.
The guy is a brain dead president. You don't do that. Now, all that shit that he was trying to hide is going to come out, is going to be in the court and everywhere in front of everybody.
Also, like many people have like tried to sue South Park and none have been successful.
No, they can't. I mean, it's like, to me, first of all, it's a piece of art, okay? and art is self-expression.
Right.
So when an artist does something which is a self-expression, the artist has the right to express him or herself.
Right.
You can't sue them for that.
No.
Like Mary Edwards showed people how to draw on the right side of the brain. Now, can she be sued for doing that?
No.
No.
Well, you know what? It sounds like to me that we have an oxygen deprived president.
Absolutely.
He doesn't do any of these breathing techniques. Maybe we should send him a copy of the book.
We should.
Steffi, send him a copy.
I'll do that.
So,
Don't charge him.
So here's our action plan for breathing and everything. Pick one of these techniques and try it for 3 days.
That's it.
Write down after each session, how'd you feel?
How you feel, that's it.
Exactly. Rate your stress from 1 to 10. Track the changes. After a week, maybe try a second technique.
Yeah.
And set daily reminders to stay consistent.
You know, JoyScore is about trying all the content it has and then doing what makes you feel good. So now we are incorporating a very high level AI agent which is going to guide you through what to do and how to improve your life in every aspect of it. Within few months, our product would be on the top of the list of any product in the world.
That's very exciting. I love that. Wow. Well, after that diatribe and everything on the 7 most hated people, I think that we should end on a more positive note.
Okay.
So with that in mind, I think we have to go to Steffi. Steffi, we're ready. Make us happy.
Today is a very fun fact. If you could just take a deep breath for me. Okay, so you just breathed in air that was exhaled by a dinosaur. Because our atmosphere recycles itself, the air we breathe has been around for millions of years.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So it wasn't fresh?
And the trees make it fresh.
And the tree.
But you got a plants here in this room.
Yeah.
But you know, unfortunately, these plants are artificial.
Oh my goodness. That was a good one. And it was right in line with what
It
we're
was.
talking about
Yeah.
today.
It
Perfect.
was lovely.
Love it. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank
we
you.
are bringing joy to the world.
Yes, that's it.
The hell with 3 Dog Night. We're bringing joy to the world. Have a great week, everybody. We will see you next week for another episode of the Professor Joy Podcast.
Bye.